Welcome and good evening. Tonight, we are going to spend some quiet time with Mary in the days before she was anyone's mother, when she was simply a young girl in a small village with an ordinary life and an unknown future stretched out before her. And I want to tell you, gently, right at the start, where this story is going. It begins with a girl who is about to be handed something far bigger than she feels ready for. Something uncertain, something a little frightening, and it ends, as her whole life would, in a deep and quiet peace, and in 5 of the most trusting words ever spoken. So if you come to this night carrying something uncertain of your own, you are in exactly the right place. This is a story about finding peace when the future feels unknown. Before we begin, here is one small thing, and then I will not interrupt your rest again. If you feel like it, leave a comment and tell me where you are listening from tonight and what time it is where you are. And if there is something uncertain in your own life right now, something you are quietly carrying into this night, you can leave that too. It helps more people than you know to see they are not the only ones awake and not the only ones wondering. That is all. From here on, it is only quiet. So wherever you are lying now, let yourself grow heavy, let the day set itself down. There is nothing left to do tonight but rest. Take one slow breath in and let it go, and another, a little slower, and let it go. Thank you for being here at Lamplight Scripture. Let us begin, gently. Perhaps you come to this night with a question you cannot answer, a decision you cannot see the end of, a change you did not choose, or a door that has opened or closed and left the road ahead unclear. Perhaps sleep has been hard to find lately because the mind keeps turning it over, wondering how it will all turn out. If that is you tonight, then this quiet story is especially for you. For Mary, more than almost anyone who ever lived, was handed a future she could not have planned, or predicted, or prepared for. A future far too large for a young girl in a small village to hold. And she was afraid, at first, as anyone would be, but she found, in that frightening moment, a peace deeper than her fear. And the same peace is offered to you, tonight, in whatever uncertainty you carry. So you do not need to solve anything tonight. You do not need to see the whole road. You only need to rest and breathe and let the gentle old story and the gentle old words woven through it quiet your wondering mind and carry you softly down into sleep. The future can wait for the morning. Tonight is only for rest. Lean not unto thine own understanding. You do not have to understand the whole of it tonight. You do not have to figure out the road ahead before you sleep. You may simply trust and lean back and let yourself be guided, one gentle step at a time, by one who sees the whole path when you can only see the next step. Lean back into that trust now and rest. Let us go then, in our imagination, to a small village called Nazareth, tucked among the hills of Galilee, a long, long time ago. It was not a famous place. It was not a grand place. It was a cluster of small stone houses on a hillside, with narrow lanes, and a well, and terraced gardens, and flocks on the slopes, and the ordinary, unhurried life of ordinary people, going about their days. And in one of those small houses lived a young girl named Mary. She was, in every outward way, entirely ordinary. She drew water at the well with the other women. She helped grind the grain, and bake the bread, and tend the little garden. She had grown up learning the old psalms and prayers of her people. She was promised to be married, in time, to a good and gentle man named Joseph, the village carpenter. Her life, as far as anyone could see, would be quiet and small and ordinary, like her mother's, and her mother's before her. She did not know, on that particular evening, that her life was about to become anything but ordinary. She did not know that she stood on the very edge of the most extraordinary calling ever given to any human being. She was simply a young girl, in a small house, in a small village, at the end of an ordinary day, as the evening came on, and the lamps were lit, and the hills went blue, and then dark. There is something deeply comforting in that the most extraordinary things so often begin in the most ordinary places, in a small house, on a quiet evening, in the life of someone who felt entirely unremarkable. You do not have to be important, or extraordinary, or ready for something holy to come to you. It comes, most often, to quiet people, in ordinary places, on ordinary evenings, just like this one, just like yours, tonight. He hath respect unto the lowly, the quiet ones, the overlooked ones, the ones who feel small and ordinary and unready. You may feel like one of those tonight, and that is exactly the kind of heart heaven loves to come near. You are seen, not for anything grand, but simply for who you are, in the quiet. Rest in being seen, and known, and valued, just as you are, and let that gentle truth ease you toward sleep. That evening, as she did every evening, Mary would have lit the small lamp and settled into the quiet of the house, and turned her heart, as her people always did, toward God. She had learned the old prayers and psalms as a child, at her mother's side, and they were part of her, woven into the rhythm of her days, as natural as breathing. And so, in the soft lamplight, she prayed, not knowing what was coming, not bracing for anything, simply lifting up her heart, in the ordinary evening trust of a faithful young girl, at the close of an ordinary day. Perhaps she prayed the very psalms we are going to rest in tonight, the psalms of trust, the psalms of a heart that does not need to see the whole road, because it knows the one who holds it. Let us pray them with her now, slowly, in the quiet. There is nothing to do but listen, and breathe, and let the old, gentle words settle over you, the way they settled over Mary, in the lamplight, on the last ordinary evening of her life. Hear the first of them, the psalm of the heart that lifts itself up, and trusts, and is not ashamed. Unto thee, O Lord, do I lift up my soul. That is how the day ends, for the trusting heart, not by holding the soul tightly, anxiously, alone in the dark, but by lifting it up, gently, and handing it over, into safe keeping, for the night. Lift up your own soul now, the way Mary did. Give it over, and rest unburdened while it is kept. Above the little house, above the whole sleeping village, the great sky filled with stars, the way it had every night since the beginning of the world. And somewhere in the deep of that starry quiet, a word was on its way, to Mary that would change everything. A word so large, and so wondrous, and so impossible sounding, that when it came, her first feeling would be fear. But woven inside that word, at the very heart of it, would be a promise. A promise that has steadied frightened hearts ever since. A promise we will return to, gently, again and again, all through this night, until it becomes the ground you rest on. It is only a handful of words, but it is enough to carry any fear, and quiet any uncertainty, and hold any heart through any unknown. Hear it now, for the first time, softly. For with God nothing shall be impossible. Let that settle over whatever feels impossible to you tonight. The problem too tangled to solve, the road too uncertain to see, the change too big to hold. With God nothing shall be impossible. Nothing. You do not have to make it possible yourself, tonight. You have only to rest, and trust, and let the one with whom nothing is impossible hold the impossible thing for you. Through the night, we will come back to these gentle words again, many times, before the morning. For now, simply let them be true. and rest in them. When the road ahead cannot be seen, there is one old psalm the heart returns to, above all others. The psalm of the shepherd, who knows the way even when the sheep do not, and leads them, gently, through every valley, to still water and safe rest. Mary knew it by heart, as every child of her people did. Let us rest in it now, the whole of it, slowly, and let it quiet the part of you that is trying to see the road. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He maketh me to lie down in green pastures. He leadeth me beside the still waters. He restoreth my soul. He leadeth me in the paths of righteousness, for his name's sake. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for thou art with me. Thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me. Thou preparest a table before me in the presence of mine enemies. Thou anointest my head with oil. My cup runneth over. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever. He leadeth me. You do not have to find the way tonight. You are led. A shepherd who knows every turn of the road is walking ahead of you, and beside you, choosing the safe path, leading you to still water and green rest. You have only to follow, one gentle step at a time, and trust the one who leads. Let yourself be led now, down into sleep, by the shepherd who knows the way. And when the uncertainty is heaviest at night, when the mind lifts its eyes to the dark hills and wonders where help will come from, there is the traveler's psalm, the song of the one who keeps us and never slumbers and watches over all our going out and coming in. Hear it now, and let it keep watch with you. I will lift up mine eyes unto the hills, from whence cometh my help. My help cometh from the Lord, which made heaven and earth. He will not suffer thy foot to be moved. He that keepeth thee will not slumber. Behold, he that keepeth Israel shall neither slumber nor sleep. The Lord is thy keeper. The Lord is thy shade upon thy right hand. The sun shall not smite thee by day, nor the moon by night. The Lord shall preserve thee from all evil. He shall preserve thy soul. The Lord shall preserve thy going out and thy coming in from this time forth, and even for evermore. He that keepeth thee will not slumber. Someone is awake tonight, so that you do not have to be. You do not have to keep watch over your own uncertain future in the dark. Someone who never sleeps is already keeping it, and keeping you. So you may close your eyes and let go of the watching and rest, knowing your going out and your coming in, your today and your tomorrow, are all being preserved by the one who never slumbers. Rest now and let him keep the watch. When the future is dark and we cannot see even one step ahead, there is the psalm of light, the song of the one whose light is the Lord himself, and who therefore, even in the deepest dark, even in the greatest uncertainty, has nothing left, finally, to fear. Hear it now, slowly, and let its quiet courage settle over you. The Lord is my light and my salvation. Whom shall I fear? The Lord is the strength of my life. Of whom shall I be afraid? One thing have I desired of the Lord, that will I seek after, that I may dwell in the house of the Lord all the days of my life, to behold the beauty of the Lord. For in the time of trouble he shall hide me in his pavilion. In the secret of his tabernacle shall he hide me. He shall set me up upon a rock. Teach me thy way, O Lord, and lead me in a plain path. I had fainted, unless I had believed to see the goodness of the Lord in the land of the living. Wait on the Lord, be of good courage, and he shall strengthen thine heart. Wait, I say, on the Lord. Lead me in a plain path. You do not need floodlights on the whole road tonight. You need only enough light for the next gentle step, and a hand to hold in the dark. Both are yours. The Lord is your light, and he leads you in a plain path, one step at a time. Wait on him, quietly, and be of good courage, and let your heart be strengthened, and rest. And when there is nothing left to do but wait, when the answer has not come, and the road has not cleared, and the mind wants to run ahead and solve it all, there is the gentle psalm of waiting, the song of the soul that waits upon God alone, and pours out its heart, and is not moved. Hear it now, and let your waiting heart grow still. Truly my soul waiteth upon God, from him cometh my salvation. He only is my rock and my salvation. He is my defense. I shall not be greatly moved. My soul, wait thou only upon God, for my expectation is from him. He only is my rock and my salvation. He is my defense. I shall not be moved. In God is my salvation and my glory. The rock of my strength and my refuge is in God. Trust in him at all times. Ye people, pour out your heart before him. God is a refuge for us. Pour out your heart before him. Whatever uncertainty fills your heart tonight, you do not have to hold it in or carry it alone. Pour it out gently before the one who is your refuge. Tell him all of it, and then rest, emptied and quiet, in the refuge, and wait upon him only. He is your rock. You shall not be greatly moved. Rest on the rock now and sleep. When we cannot see the road ahead, we do not have to demand the whole map. We may simply ask, gently, to be shown the next step, and trust that it will be given in the morning when we need it. That is the quiet prayer of the uncertain heart. Cause me to know the way wherein I should walk. Hear it now, and let it ease the part of you that is trying to see too far ahead. Cause me to hear thy loving kindness in the morning, for in thee do I trust. Cause me to know the way wherein I should walk, for I lift up my soul unto thee. Teach me to do thy will, for thou art my God. Thy spirit is good. Lead me into the land of uprightness. Cause me to hear thy loving kindness in the morning. Tonight, you do not need the answer. You need only rest. And in the morning, gently, the next step will be shown, and the loving kindness will be there to meet you, as it always is, new with the light. So lift up your soul now, and lay down the need to know, and trust that the way will be made clear, one step at a time, in the morning. Rest until then, held and unhurried. And there is a place of shelter, older than any fear, where the trusting heart may hide and be safe through any uncertain night. The secret place of the Most High, the shadow of the Almighty, a refuge as close and as warm and as sheltering as a bird gathering her young beneath her wings. Hear the old psalm of that shelter now, and let yourself be gathered in. He that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. I will say of the Lord, He is my refuge and my fortress, my God, in Him will I trust. Surely He shall deliver thee from the snare of the fowler, and from the noisome pestilence. He shall cover thee with His feathers, and under His wings shalt thou trust. His truth shall be thy shield and buckler. He shall cover thee with His feathers, and under His wings shalt thou trust. Come in under those wings now, the way a small bird comes home at dusk, warm, sheltered, hidden, safe. Whatever uncertainty is out there in the dark, it cannot reach you here, under the wings, in the secret place. Nestle in now, and trust, and let the shelter hold you through the night. And running underneath the whole of this night is the gentlest and most repeated promise in all the scriptures. The one heaven says, over and over, to every frightened heart, "Fear not, for I am with thee." It is the very promise the angel would soon speak to Mary, and it is spoken, just as tenderly, to you tonight. Hear it now. Fear thou not, for I am with thee. Be not dismayed, for I am thy God. I will strengthen thee, yea, I will help thee. Yea, I will uphold thee with the right hand of my righteousness. Fear thou not, for I am with thee. Whatever uncertain thing waits out beyond this night, you do not face it alone, and you do not face it unheld. I am with thee, he says. I will strengthen thee. I will help thee. I will uphold thee. You are upheld, this very moment, by a strong and gentle hand that will not let you fall. So fear not now. Let the fear go, gently, into the dark, and rest in the hand that holds you, and sleep. And when the uncertainty has left you weary, when the wondering itself has worn you out, hear the promise made to every tired, waiting heart, that the everlasting God does not grow weary, and that those who wait upon him will have their strength renewed, gently, from his own endless store. Hear it now, as part 1 draws to its rest. Hast thou not known, hast thou not heard, that the everlasting God, the Lord, the Creator of the ends of the earth, fainteth not, neither is weary. There is no searching of his understanding. He giveth power to the faint, and to them that have no might he increaseth strength. But they that wait upon the Lord shall renew their strength. They shall mount up with wings as eagles. They shall run and not be weary, and they shall walk and not faint. I sought the Lord, and he heard me, and delivered me from all my fears. He delivered me from all my fears, not some of them, all of them. Every fear you carried into this night can be gently handed over, and set down, and left in the keeping of the one who delivers from them all. You do not have to hold your fears through the night. Give them over now, one by one, and let your weary, waiting strength be renewed in the quiet. As you rest, breathe in slowly, and let it go, and rest, softly, until our story gently continues. There is a psalm for the anxious, racing mind, the mind that will not stop turning the uncertain thing over and over in the dark. And its counsel is the gentlest counsel there is. Be still. Stop the striving, stop the solving, and simply know, quietly, that God is God, and he is a refuge, and a very present help, and he will be exalted over every trouble in the end. Hear it now, and let your racing mind grow quiet. God is our refuge and strength, a very present help in trouble. Therefore will not we fear, though the earth be removed, and though the mountains be carried into the midst of the sea, though the waters thereof roar and be troubled, though the mountains shake with the swelling thereof. Be still, and know that I am God. I will be exalted among the heathen. I will be exalted in the earth. The Lord of hosts is with us. The God of Jacob is our refuge. Be still, and know that I am God. This is the deep rest at the heart of a trusting night. Not to solve, but to be still. Not to control, but to know. Be still now. Let the striving fall away. Let the solving wait for the morning. And simply know, in the quiet, that God is God, and he is your very present help, and he has never once lost hold of your future. Be still, and know, and rest. And when the heart has grown quiet, there is one gentle thing left to do with the uncertain road. To commit it, to hand it over, to roll the whole unknown future onto the one who can carry it, and then to rest, like a small child, no longer wrestling with things too high. Hear these last, softest psalms of part 1, and let them carry you the rest of the way toward sleep. Commit thy way unto the Lord, trust also in him, and he shall bring it to pass. Rest in the Lord, and wait patiently for him. Lord, my heart is not haughty, nor mine eyes lofty, neither do I exercise myself in great matters, or in things too high for me. Surely I have behaved and quieted myself, as a child that is weaned of his mother. My soul is even as a weaned child. Let Israel hope in the Lord from henceforth and forever. Commit thy way unto the Lord, and he shall bring it to pass. You do not have to bring it to pass yourself. You have only to commit it, to hand it over, and then to rest, like a weaned child, quiet and content in its mother's arms, no longer straining after things too high. Hand over your uncertain way now, gently, and quiet yourself, and rest. And so the first part of our story draws gently to its close. The evening has deepened, the village sleeps, and Mary rests, not knowing that this is the last ordinary night of her life, held, as she always was, in the trust she had learned since she was a child. Soon, in the quiet that follows, the word will come to her, the word that begins in fear and ends in peace. But there is no hurry tonight. We will come to it gently, in time. For now, simply rest where Mary rests, in the lamplight, in the trust, holding the one small promise we will carry all through this night. With God, nothing shall be impossible. Let it be true over your own uncertain thing as you drift. With God, nothing shall be impossible. You do not have to see the road. You do not have to solve the unknown. You have only to rest and trust and be held as Mary was held through the quiet dark. Breathe in, slowly, and let it go. And rest now, softly, until our story gently continues. When we last rested, Mary sat quiet in the lamplight, at the close of an ordinary evening, holding the trust she had learned since she was a child. The village had gone to sleep around her. The stars had come out over the hills, and in that deep, ordinary stillness, everything was about to change. There was nothing to warn her. No sound, no shadow at the door, just the quiet of the little room and the small flame of the lamp, and her own gentle breathing in the dark. So often, that is how the holy comes, not with noise, not with warning, but softly, into an ordinary quiet when we least expect it. Let your own room be that quiet now. Let your own breathing be that gentle, and let us step, softly, into the moment everything changed, into that quiet, gently. A light began to fill the room, not a harsh light, not a frightening one, a soft, warm, golden light, like the first light of a slow dawn, filling the small stone room, and with it, a presence. A messenger, sent from God himself, come to the ordinary house of an ordinary girl, with the most extraordinary news the world had ever heard. The messenger was the angel Gabriel, and he had come a long way, from the very presence of God, across all the distance between heaven and a small house in Nazareth, to speak a few gentle words to a young girl named Mary. And the first words he spoke were words of honor, and of blessing, and of a nearness she could hardly have imagined. And in the 6th month, the angel Gabriel was sent from God unto a city of Galilee, named Nazareth, to a virgin, espoused to a man whose name was Joseph, of the house of David, and the virgin's name was Mary. And the angel came in unto her, and said, Hail, thou that art highly favored, the Lord is with thee. Blessed art thou among women. The Lord is with thee. Of all the words the angel could have begun with, he began with these. Not, here is what you must do. Not, here is what is coming. But first, gently, this. The Lord is with thee. You are favored, you are blessed, you are not alone, and that is where every holy thing begins, and every fear is answered, not with an explanation, but with a presence. The Lord is with thee. Let those words be spoken over you tonight, too. Whatever is coming, whatever is uncertain, the Lord is with you. You are not alone in it. Rest in that presence now. And how did Mary feel in that first astonishing moment? The old account tells us, honestly, and it is a comfort that it does. She was troubled, she was frightened. Her heart raced, and her mind turned over and over, wondering what this could possibly mean. A light, a messenger, words of favor and blessing, spoken to her, an ordinary girl. It was too much, too sudden, too large, and she was troubled by it. There is such tenderness in that small detail that even Mary, at the beginning, was afraid. That her first response to the holy and the unknown was not calm acceptance, but a troubled, racing, wondering heart. Just like yours, perhaps, when something too large arrives. So if the unknown troubles you tonight, if your heart races and your mind turns it over, you are in the very best of company. Mary felt it too. It is not a failure of faith to be troubled by the unknown. It is simply what a tender human heart does. And heaven meets that troubled heart, not with rebuke, but with the gentlest words of all. And when she saw him, she was troubled at his saying, and cast in her mind what manner of salutation this should be. And the angel said unto her, Fear not, Mary, for thou hast found favor with God. Fear not, Mary, hear how gently it is spoken, not, Why are you afraid? Not, You should not feel this way. Simply, tenderly, fear not. And then her own name. Fear not, Mary. Heaven knew her name, in her small house, in her fear. And heaven knows your name too, tonight, in your own quiet room, in whatever troubles you. Hear it spoken gently over you now, with your own name in the place of hers. Fear not. You have found favor. You are known and named and loved. Let the fear grow quiet and rest. Fear not. It is the most repeated gentle command in all the scriptures. Heaven says it, over and over, to frightened hearts, in every age. Fear not. And it is never a demand to simply feel braver. It always comes joined to a reason, and the reason is always the same. Fear not, for I am with thee. The fear is answered, not by trying harder, but by a presence that will not leave. Hear the old promises of that presence now, and let them quiet your fear, the way they quieted Mary's. But now thus saith the Lord, that created thee, O Jacob, and he that formed thee, O Israel, fear not, for I have redeemed thee, I have called thee by thy name, thou art mine. When thou passest through the waters, I will be with thee, and through the rivers, they shall not overflow thee. When thou walkest through the fire, thou shalt not be burned, neither shall the flame kindle upon thee. I have called thee by thy name, thou art mine. He knows your name too, as surely as he knew Mary's. You are not a stranger to him, not a face in a crowd. You are called by name, and known, and his. And whatever waters you may have to pass through, he will be with you in them, and they shall not overflow you. Rest in belonging to him tonight. You are named, you are his, you are held. Fear not. And hear the promise given to a whole people on the edge of an unknown future, the same promise that steadied Mary, and steadies every heart that faces a road it cannot see, that God himself goes before us, and comes with us, and will not fail us, nor forsake us. Hear it now, twice spoken, so it may sink deep. And the Lord, he it is that doth go before thee. He will be with thee, he will not fail thee, neither forsake thee. Fear not, neither be dismayed. Have not I commanded thee? Be strong and of a good courage. Be not afraid, neither be thou dismayed. For the Lord thy God is with thee, whithersoever thou goest. The Lord thy God is with thee, whithersoever thou goest. Wherever this uncertain road may lead you, you will not go there alone. He is already there, going before you, and he will be beside you every step, and he will not fail you, and he will not forsake you, so you may lay down the fear of the road tonight. It is a road you will walk accompanied, all the way. Rest in that faithful company, and be not dismayed, and sleep. And for the honest moment when the fear is still there, when it has not yet fully gone, there is the gentlest little psalm of all. It does not pretend the fear away. It simply gives it somewhere to go. What time I am afraid, it says, I will trust in thee. The fear and the trust side by side, the trust gently winning. Hear it now. What time I am afraid, I will trust in thee. In God I will praise his word. In God I have put my trust. I will not fear what flesh can do unto me. What time I am afraid, I will trust in thee. This is all any of us has to do with our fear. Not to defeat it by force, not to pretend it is not there. Simply, when it comes, to turn it, gently, into trust. To say, quietly, in the very moment of the fear, I will trust in thee. Say it now, softly, over whatever remains of your own fear tonight. What time I am afraid, I will trust in thee, and let the trust, gently, carry you the rest of the way toward rest. Thou hast found favor with God, the angel said. Not, you have earned it. Not, you have proven yourself. Simply, you have found it. Favor, freely given, resting on an ordinary girl before she had done anything at all, and that same favor, that same delight, rests on you tonight, not for anything you have achieved, but simply because you are his, and he loves you. Hear the old songs of how deeply and how nearly you are known and loved. O Lord, thou hast searched me and known me. Thou knowest my downsitting and mine uprising. Thou understandest my thought afar off. Thou compassest my path and my lying down, and art acquainted with all my ways. Whither shall I go from thy spirit, or whither shall I flee from thy presence? If I take the wings of the morning, and dwell in the uttermost parts of the sea, even there shall thy hand lead me, and thy right hand shall hold me. Thou hast searched me and known me. You are fully known tonight, down to your quietest thought, your deepest fear, the things you have told no one, known completely and loved completely, all the same. There is nowhere you could go from his presence, and nowhere his hand could not reach to hold you. Rest in being that fully known and that fully held, and let it quiet you. And here is one of the most tender promises in all the scriptures, and it is a promise of delight, that God does not merely tolerate his own, or put up with them. He rejoices over them. He quiets them with his love. He sings over them, the way a mother sings over a sleeping child. Hear it now, and let yourself be sung over as you drift. The Lord thy God in the midst of thee is mighty. He will save, he will rejoice over thee with joy. He will rest in his love. He will joy over thee with singing. I have set the Lord always before me, because he is at my right hand. I shall not be moved. He will quiet thee with his love. He will joy over thee with singing. Imagine it, gently, as you lie in the dark, the one who made the stars, singing softly over you, the way you would sing over a child you love, to quiet them, and settle them, and carry them down into sleep. That is what is happening, in the unseen, over you, tonight. You are being sung over, and quieted, and loved. Let the singing settle you now, and rest. There is a peace offered to the frightened heart that does not wait for everything to be explained first. A peace that comes even before the answers, even before the understanding, and stands guard over the heart like a gentle sentry through the night. It was the peace that settled over Mary, even with 1,000 questions still unanswered. And it is offered to you, tonight, in exactly the same way. Hear how it comes. Be careful for nothing, but in everything by prayer and supplication with thanksgiving, let your requests be made known unto God. And the peace of God, which passeth all understanding, shall keep your hearts and minds through Christ Jesus, casting all your care upon him, for he careth for you. The peace of God, which passeth all understanding, You do not have to understand everything before you can be at peace tonight. This peace does not wait for understanding. It comes first and keeps your heart and mind, even while the questions remain. So cast your care upon him now, every last piece of it, for he cares for you. And let the peace that passes understanding come and stand guard over you, and keep you through the night. And hear the gentle words that the child Mary was about to carry would one day speak to his own frightened friends. A gift of peace, unlike any the world can give, a peace to untrouble the heart and take away its fear. Hear them now, spoken as tenderly over you as they were ever spoken. Peace I leave with you, my peace I give unto you. Not as the world giveth, give I unto you. Let not your heart be troubled, neither let it be afraid. Let not your heart be troubled, neither let it be afraid. Whatever troubled your heart when you lay down tonight, hear these gentle words over it now. Peace, my peace. A deep and settled peace that the world cannot give and cannot take away. Let it come down over your troubled heart now, and untrouble it, and take away its fear, and carry you softly toward sleep. And now, having quieted her fear, the angel spoke the heart of his message. And what a message it was! For inside the frightening, impossible-sounding news was a promise so great that all of heaven had been waiting for it since the beginning of the world. Mary would bear a son, and he would be no ordinary child. He would be great. He would be called the Son of the Highest, and his kingdom would never end. Notice the gentle order of it. First, the fear was quieted. First, fear not. First, you are favored, you are known, the Lord is with you. And only then, into that quieted heart, came the great and holy calling. It is almost always so. The peace comes first, and then the purpose. The presence first, and then the path. You do not have to receive your whole calling tonight. You have only to let your fear be quieted first, and rest, and trust that whatever is being prepared will be shown to you gently in its time. Hear the great announcement now, spoken softly into the stillness. And, behold, thou shalt conceive in thy womb, and bring forth a son, and shalt call his name Jesus. He shall be great, and shall be called the Son of the Highest. And the Lord God shall give unto him the throne of his father David, and he shall reign over the house of Jacob forever, and of his kingdom there shall be no end. Of his kingdom there shall be no end. Into a small, dark, frightened room, in an ordinary village, came a promise with no end to it. That is how God works, so often. The largest things, beginning in the smallest and quietest of places. You do not have to understand what is being begun in your own quiet tonight. You have only to trust that the one who does this kind of thing, who plants endless things in ordinary rooms, knows exactly what he is doing, and is doing it gently, and is doing it well. Rest in that, and let the wondering go. Mary could not have seen, in that moment, how any of it would come to pass, and she did not need to, for the promise did not depend on her ability to see it, or understand it, or make it happen. It depended only on the faithfulness of the one who spoke it, and he is the one who finishes what he begins, and perfects what concerns his own. Hear the gentle assurance of that now. Though I walk in the midst of trouble, thou wilt revive me. Thou shalt stretch forth thine hand against the wrath of mine enemies, and thy right hand shall save me. The Lord will perfect that which concerneth me. Thy mercy, O Lord, endureth forever. Forsake not the works of thine own hands. The Lord will perfect that which concerneth me. Whatever concerns you tonight, whatever unfinished, uncertain thing you are carrying, hear this gentle promise. He will perfect it. He will finish what he has begun in you. You do not have to complete it yourself, or even see how it completes. You have only to rest and trust the faithful hand that finishes what it starts. He will perfect that which concerns you. Rest in that and sleep. When something too large arrives and the heart feels it may not be able to hold it, there is a picture the scriptures give us that is pure comfort. That underneath everything, underneath the fear, underneath the whole uncertain weight of it, are the everlasting arms, always there, always underneath, ready to hold what we cannot. Hear it now, and let yourself be held. The eternal God is thy refuge, and underneath are the everlasting arms. Underneath are the everlasting arms. However large the thing you are carrying, you are not carrying it on your own strength tonight. There are stronger arms underneath you, everlasting and unbreakable, holding your whole weight, and the weight of everything you fear. So you may stop straining to hold it all. You may let go, and lean back, and rest your full weight on the arms that never tire. Underneath you, right now, are the everlasting arms. Rest in them, and there is a tender picture of God as a shepherd, who does not drive the tired ones on, but gathers the little lambs up into his arms, and carries them close against his heart, and leads the weary ones gently, at their own slow pace. Mary was about to be carried, gently, through a year like no other, and you are carried, just as gently, tonight. Hear it now. He shall feed his flock like a shepherd. He shall gather the lambs with his arm, and carry them in his bosom, and shall gently lead those that are with young. Blessed be the Lord, who daily loadeth us with benefits, even the God of our salvation. He shall gather the lambs with his arm, and carry them in his bosom. When you are too tired to carry the uncertain thing yourself, he gathers you up and carries you, close against his heart. You do not have to find the strength tonight. You may simply be a tired lamb, gathered up and carried, and held close, all through the dark. Let yourself be carried now, and rest, and sleep. An angel came to Mary that night, sent from God, to keep her, and to carry heaven's word to her. And the scriptures tell us that the same God who sent an angel to her sends his angels still, to keep watch over those he loves, in all their ways, through every uncertain night. Hear the old promise of that gentle guard now, and let it settle over your own room and your own rest. Because thou hast made the Lord, which is my refuge, even the Most High, thy habitation. There shall no evil befall thee, neither shall any plague come nigh thy dwelling. For he shall give his angels charge over thee, to keep thee in all thy ways. The angel of the Lord encampeth round about them that fear him, and delivereth them. He shall give his angels charge over thee, to keep thee in all thy ways. As you lie in the dark tonight, you are not unguarded, and you are not alone. The same heaven that sent a messenger to a little room in Nazareth keeps a gentle watch over your room too. There is a guard around you that never sleeps, keeping you in all your ways through all the night. So you may lay down every last fear now, and close your eyes and rest, knowing you are watched over and kept and safe. Breathe in slowly and let it go, and rest softly until our story gently continues. Through all of it, Mary was not speaking into an empty room or into the dark. She was heard. Every wondering, every fear, every unspoken question of her heart was known and near and heard, and so are yours. The eyes of the Lord are upon you tonight, and his ear is open to your quietest cry. Hear the old songs of the God who is near and who hears. The eyes of the Lord are upon the righteous, and his ears are open unto their cry. The righteous cry, and the Lord heareth, and delivereth them out of all their troubles. The Lord is nigh unto them that are of a broken heart, and saveth such as be of a contrite spirit. The Lord is nigh unto all them that call upon him, to all that call upon him in truth. He will fulfill the desire of them that fear him. He also will hear their cry, and will save them. The Lord is nigh unto all them that call upon him, not far off, near, as near tonight as the light was to Mary in that little room. You do not have to raise your voice to be heard. You do not even have to find the words. He is near enough to hear the quietest sigh of your heart, and near enough to answer it with peace. Rest in his nearness now. He is close. He hears. You are not alone in the dark. And so, as the light of that holy visit filled the little room, let the oldest blessing of Mary's people be spoken gently over you too, as you rest. The blessing that asks for the very thing the angel brought her: keeping, grace, a shining face, and peace. The Lord bless thee, and keep thee. The Lord make his face shine upon thee, and be gracious unto thee. The Lord lift up his countenance upon thee, and give thee peace. The Lord make his face shine upon thee. Picture it, gently, as you drift. The face of the one who loves you, turned toward you in the dark, shining softly, like the warm light that filled Mary's room, full of kindness, full of peace. That face is turned toward you now. Rest beneath its gentle light, and be at peace. And so the second part of our story draws gently to its close. The light still fills the little room. The angel has quieted Mary's fear and spoken his great and holy news. And Mary, her fear now easing, stands on the edge of the largest question of her life. For there was still so much she did not understand, so much she could not see. In a moment, gently, she would ask the honest question of every wondering heart: how can this be? But that is for the next part of our story, and there is no hurry tonight. For now, simply rest where Mary rests, her fear quieted by the gentlest words in the world. Fear not, you are favored, the Lord is with you, and hold, once more, the small promise we are carrying all through this night. With God, nothing shall be impossible. Let it settle over your own uncertain thing as you drift. With God, nothing shall be impossible. Your fear has been heard and quieted. You are known and named and loved. And you are held, this very moment, in a light as warm and gentle as the one that filled that little room. Breathe in slowly, and let it go, and rest softly until our story gently continues. When we last rested, the light still filled the little room, and Mary's fear had been quieted by the gentlest of words. Fear not, you are favored, the Lord is with you. And the great announcement had been spoken: a son, a holy child, a kingdom without end. But even with her fear quieted, Mary was left holding something she could not understand. For what the angel had said seemed, by every ordinary measure, impossible. And so Mary did something very honest and very human. She asked. She did not pretend to understand what she did not understand. She did not hide her confusion behind a brave face. She simply, gently, asked the honest question of every wondering heart. How shall this be? How can this possibly happen? I do not see how. There is such freedom in that. That Mary, favored and blessed, standing in the presence of an angel, was still allowed to ask, honestly, how? That she did not have to understand before she could trust. That her honest question was welcomed, not rebuked. And the same is true for you tonight. You are allowed to ask, honestly, how? You do not have to understand your own uncertain thing before you can rest in it. You may hold your honest question, gently, and still be at peace. Hear her ask it now. Then said Mary unto the angel, How shall this be, seeing I know not a man? How shall this be? It is one of the most honest questions in all the scriptures. And it is your question too, perhaps, tonight. How will this work out? How can this possibly turn out well? I do not see how. Hear this gently. You do not have to see how. You are allowed to ask the question and lay it down, unanswered, and still rest. The not knowing is not a failure. It is simply where trust begins. Ask your honest how tonight, and then let it rest, unanswered, in gentle hands, and sleep. And the angel answered her. But notice, gently, what the answer was and what it was not. It was not a full explanation. It was not a diagram of how it would all work. The angel did not lay out every step or make the impossible thing suddenly make ordinary sense. Instead, he simply told her whose power would do it. The Holy Ghost would come upon her. The power of the highest would overshadow her. In other words, you do not need to understand how. You only need to know who. And the who is God Himself. That is so often the shape of heaven's answer to our honest how. Not a full explanation, not every step laid out, but a gentle turning of our eyes away from the how and toward the who, away from the mechanism and toward the one who holds it. You may not be given the how tonight, but you are given the who, and the who is enough. Hear the angel's gentle answer now. And the angel answered and said unto her, The Holy Ghost shall come upon thee, and the power of the highest shall overshadow thee. Therefore also that holy thing which shall be born of thee shall be called the Son of God. The power of the highest shall overshadow thee. It is a gentle word, overshadow, not overpower, not overwhelm, overshadow, like the soft shade of a great tree falling over you on a bright day, like a wing spread gently overhead. The power that would do the impossible in Mary was a covering, sheltering, gentle power, and that same gentle power overshadows you tonight, softly, like shade, like a wing, quieting all your unanswered questions in its shadow. Rest beneath it now. You do not need to understand. You are overshadowed and kept, and that is enough. There is a deep and gentle comfort in remembering, when we cannot understand, that we were never meant to understand everything, that the mind of God is higher than ours, the way the heavens are higher than the earth. His thoughts are not our thoughts, His ways are not our ways, and that is not a hard truth. It is a restful one, for it means we can lay down the impossible task of understanding it all and simply trust the one whose understanding has no end. Hear it now, and let the striving to understand grow quiet. For my thoughts are not your thoughts, neither are your ways my ways, saith the Lord. For as the heavens are higher than the earth, so are my ways higher than your ways, and my thoughts than your thoughts. As the heavens are higher than the earth, so are my ways higher than your ways. What a relief it is, in the end, that you are not the one who has to figure it all out, that there is a wisdom above yours, as high as the stars above the hills, holding everything you cannot hold, understanding everything you cannot understand. You may rest beneath that higher wisdom tonight, the way the small earth rests beneath the great sky. Let go of needing to understand, and rest under the higher ways of God, and sleep. The wise ones of old, when they came to the edge of what they could understand, did not despair. They simply bowed, gently, before the wonder of it, and confessed that some things are too wonderful to be grasped, and rested there, in awe rather than anxiety. Hear their gentle words now, and let your own unanswered questions become wonder instead of worry. Such knowledge is too wonderful for me. It is high. I cannot attain unto it. I know that thou canst do everything, and that no thought can be withholden from thee. Therefore have I uttered that I understood not, things too wonderful for me, which I knew not. Things too wonderful for me, which I knew not. Some things are not problems to be solved, but wonders to be rested in. The uncertain thing you carry may be one of them. You may never fully understand it, but you can stand before it in quiet wonder, trusting that the one who does understand it is good, and is holding it, and is holding you. Let your not knowing soften, tonight, from worry into wonder, and rest in the hands of the one who knows. And there is a gentle old line that draws a kind and comforting boundary. It says that the secret things, the things we cannot see, the how and the why and the what comes next, belong to God, and the things that are revealed, the next small step, the promise for today, belong to us. In other words, you are only responsible for what has been shown to you. The rest, the hidden rest, is safely His. Hear it now. The secret things belong unto the Lord our God, but those things which are revealed belong unto us and to our children forever. The secret things belong unto the Lord our God. What a gift that is, tonight. You do not have to carry the secret things, the hidden future, the unseen how, the whole tangled question of what comes next. All of it belongs to God and is safe with Him. You are only asked to hold the small, revealed thing of today and to rest. So hand the secret things back to the one they belong to now, and lay down the burden of the unknown, and rest in what little you have been given, and sleep. When we reach the edge of our understanding, the scriptures do not leave us anxious there. They turn our not knowing into a kind of worship. They stand at the edge of the great mystery of God, and instead of despairing, they marvel. How deep His wisdom, how unsearchable His ways, how little of Him we can trace, and how good it is that one so far beyond us holds us so tenderly. Hear it now, and let your own not knowing become a quiet, restful awe. Oh, the depth of the riches both of the wisdom and knowledge of God! How unsearchable are His judgments, and His ways past finding out! Lo, these are parts of His ways, but how little a portion is heard of Him! But the thunder of His power who can understand? His ways past finding out. You were never meant to find out all His ways, any more than you could count the stars or measure the sea. And that is not a burden, it is a rest, for it means the one, holding your uncertain future, is far wiser than you could ever be, working in ways too deep to trace and too good to fear. Rest beneath the depth of His wisdom now, the way you would rest beneath the great, unsearchable sky, and let the wonder of it quiet you. And there is a gentle promise for everything we cannot yet see, that God is making all things beautiful, each in its own time, even the things that make no sense to us now. We cannot see the whole of the work He is doing, from the beginning to the end, but we are promised that it is beautiful, and that it will come, each part, in its own right season. Hear it now, and trust the timing you cannot see. He hath made everything beautiful in His time. Also He hath set the world in their heart, so that no man can find out the work that God maketh from the beginning to the end. As thou knowest not what is the way of the Spirit, nor how the bones do grow in the womb of her that is with child, even so thou knowest not the works of God who maketh all. He hath made everything beautiful in His time, just as no one can watch the quiet work by which a tiny child grows, hidden and unseen, so you cannot watch the quiet work God is doing in your own uncertain thing. But it is being done, gently, beautifully, in secret, and it will come into the light in its own right time. Trust that hidden, beautiful work tonight. You do not have to see it to rest in it. Let it grow, unseen, while you sleep. And then the angel did something so kind, so tender, that it is easy to pass over it. Having given Mary a truth too wonderful to understand, He also gave her something she could understand, a sign, a gentle, human kindness to hold on to. He told her about her cousin Elizabeth, an older woman, long past the age of bearing children, who had been called barren all her life, and who was now, impossibly, 6 months along with a child of her own. It was as if heaven said to Mary, I know this is too large to understand, so here, hold on to this. You are not the only one. Your own cousin is living her own impossible thing, right now. Go to her. You will not be alone in this. There is someone who will understand. What a kindness that is. Not a full explanation, but a companion. Not the how, but a hand to hold along the way. Hear the gentle sign now. And, behold, thy cousin Elizabeth, she hath also conceived a son in her old age. And this is the 6th month with her, who was called barren. She hath also conceived a son in her old age. See how gentle God is, even when he does not explain. He may not give you the whole answer tonight, but he so often gives you a kindness to hold on to along the way, a word at just the right moment, a person who understands, a small sign that you are not alone and not forgotten and not the only one who has ever walked this road. Watch for those gentle kindnesses. They are heaven's way of saying, I know, I am with you, you are not alone. Rest in that tonight. For God's kindnesses are not rare and not scarce. They are new every single morning. However uncertain the road, a fresh mercy is always rising with the sun, ready to meet us with exactly what we need for that day. Mary would find that to be true every day of the strange and wonderful year ahead, and you will find it true as well. Hear the old song of the mercies that never run out. It is of the Lord's mercies that we are not consumed, because his compassions fail not. They are new every morning. Great is thy faithfulness. The Lord is good to all, and his tender mercies are over all his works. They are new every morning. Great is thy faithfulness. You do not have to store up enough strength tonight for all the uncertain days ahead. Each day will bring its own fresh mercy, new with the morning, exactly enough for that day, so you may let tomorrow go completely, and rest, and trust that a new mercy is already on its way to meet you when you wake. His faithfulness is great, his mercies never fail. Rest in that now, and sleep. Here is perhaps the deepest comfort of all, for the heart that cannot see how, that the calling did not come from you, and so it does not depend on you to accomplish it. The one who calls is the one who does it. He does not hand us an impossible thing and then leave us to manage it alone. He who calls is faithful, and he himself will do it. Hear the gentle promise now, and let it lift the whole weight of the how off your shoulders. Faithful is he that calleth you, who also will do it, being confident of this very thing, that he which hath begun a good work in you will perform it until the day of Jesus Christ. Faithful is he that calleth you, who also will do it. Whatever has been begun in your life, whatever uncertain thing you have been handed, you are not the one who has to complete it. The one who began it will finish it. He who called you is faithful, and he himself will do it. So you may set down the crushing sense that it all depends on you, tonight, and rest, and let the faithful one carry his own good work to its beautiful end. Rest in his faithfulness and sleep. For this is what God does, great things and unsearchable, marvelous things, more than we could ever count. The kind of thing he was about to do, quietly, in a little room in Nazareth. The kind of thing he is still doing, quietly, in unseen places, in ordinary lives, tonight. Hear the old words of wonder, and rest in the hands of the God who does the marvelous, which doeth great things and unsearchable, marvelous things without number. I know that thou canst do everything, and that no thought can be withholden from thee. Marvelous things without number. The God who holds your uncertain thing tonight has done more marvelous, more impossible, more beautiful things than could ever be counted. Your impossible thing is not the first he has held, and it will not be the last. It is safe in the hands that do the marvelous. So rest tonight, and let those hands do what only they can do, quietly, while you sleep. He can do everything. Nothing is too hard. Rest and let it be his. And then, having quieted her fear, and answered her honest question and given her a gentle sign to hold, the angel spoke the words that are the very heart of our whole story, the words we have been carrying since the first night, the words that answer every how, and every impossible, and every unknown. He said simply, "For with God nothing shall be impossible." Hear them now, in their fullness, landing softly over every unanswered question in your heart. For with God nothing shall be impossible. For with God nothing shall be impossible. This is the answer to Mary's "How shall this be?" Not an explanation, something better, a person with whom nothing is impossible. And it is the answer to your how, too, tonight. How will this work out? How can this possibly be well? With God, nothing shall be impossible. You do not need the how, you have the who, and with Him, the impossible is simply not a category. Let those gentle words settle over your own impossible thing now, and rest beneath them, and let the wondering go. The one who made the heavens and the earth, who stretched out the stars with a word, is not troubled by the things that trouble us. What is impossible for us is simply not impossible for Him. The scriptures ask the question again and again, and always with the same gentle answer. Is anything too hard for the Lord? No, nothing. Hear the old songs of His power now, and let them make your impossible thing feel small in His hands. Ah, Lord God, behold, Thou hast made the heaven and the earth by Thy great power and stretched out arm, and there is nothing too hard for Thee. Behold, I am the Lord, the God of all flesh. Is there anything too hard for me? Is anything too hard for the Lord? And He said, The things which are impossible with men are possible with God. But our God is in the heavens. He hath done whatsoever He hath pleased. There is nothing too hard for thee. Hold your own hard thing up, gently, in the dark, and set it beside the God who made the stars. See how it changes. What is too hard for you is not too hard for Him. What is impossible for you is possible with Him. So you may lay the hard thing down tonight, into hands strong enough to hold the whole sky, and rest, knowing it is not too heavy, and not too tangled, and not too impossible, for the one who holds it now. Rest and sleep. And here is a gentle truth for the heart that cannot see the road, that even when you cannot see where you are going, your very steps are being ordered, one, by a hand that knows the way. You do not have to plan the whole journey. You have only to take the next step and trust that it has already been ordered for you, and that if you stumble, you will not fall, because you are held. Hear it now. The steps of a good man are ordered by the Lord, and He delighteth in His way. Though he fall, he shall not be utterly cast down, for the Lord upholdeth him with His hand. The steps of a good man are ordered by the Lord, not the whole map all at once, just the steps, one at a time, each one ordered, each one held, so you do not have to see the end of the road tonight. You have only to trust that the next step is already prepared, and that the hand that orders your steps will not let you be utterly cast down. Rest in that ordered, guided path now, and let tomorrow's steps wait for tomorrow. And when the moment comes to choose, and you do not know which way to turn, there is a gentle promise that the guidance will be there, just in time, a quiet voice behind you, saying, "This is the way, walk in it." You do not have to hear it all tonight. You have only to trust that it will come when you need it. Hear the promise now, and thine ears shall hear a word behind thee, saying, "This is the way, walk ye in it, when ye turn to the right hand, and when ye turn to the left. For this God is our God, for ever and ever. He will be our guide, even unto death. He will be our guide, even unto death, not just for tonight, not just for this one uncertain thing, but all the way, to the very end, and through the end, and into the morning that never ends. This God is your God and your guide, and He will not leave you to find the way alone. Rest in that lifelong, faithful guidance now. You are guided all the way home. Breathe in slowly and let it go, and rest softly until our story gently continues. Mary would spend the whole year ahead unable to see how any of it would unfold. She would simply have to trust, one day at a time, walking forward without seeing the end of the road. And that is the way of every trusting heart, not to see the whole path, but to walk it by faith, one gentle step at a time, trusting the one who does see. Hear the old words that make that walk possible. For we walk by faith, not by sight. Trust in the Lord with all thine heart, and lean not unto thine own understanding. In all thy ways acknowledge him, and he shall direct thy paths. I will instruct thee, and teach thee in the way which thou shalt go. I will guide thee with mine eye. The counsel of the Lord standeth forever, the thoughts of his heart to all generations. We walk by faith, not by sight. You do not have to see the whole road tonight to walk it safely. You have only to trust the one who sees it all, and to take the next small step when the morning comes. Lean not unto your own understanding. Let it rest, and let yourself be guided, gently, by the eye of the one who has never once lost the way. Rest in being guided, and sleep. And so the third part of our story draws gently to its close. Mary has asked her honest question, and been given, not a full explanation, but something better, the power of the highest to overshadow her, a gentle sign to hold, and the great, quiet promise that answers everything. With God, nothing shall be impossible. She still could not see how it would all unfold. She still held 1,000 unanswered questions. But her fear was quiet now, and her heart was steadied, and she stood on the very edge of the most beautiful answer a human being has ever given to God. In a moment, gently, she would speak the 5 trusting words that would change the world. But that is for the next part of our story, and there is no hurry tonight. For now, simply rest where Mary rests, her honest questions laid down in gentle hands, overshadowed by a power as soft as shade. You do not have to understand your own uncertain thing tonight. You have only to trust and rest, and let the not knowing be held for you in the dark. With God, nothing shall be impossible. Breathe in slowly, and let it go, and rest, softly, until our story gently continues. And now we come to it, the quiet moment at the center of the whole story. Mary has heard the impossible word. Her fear has been gently quieted. Her honest question has been answered, not with an explanation, but with a presence. And now, in the soft golden light, it is her turn to speak. Everything waits on what this young girl in this small room will say. She could have said no. She could have argued or bargained or asked for more time or more proof or more understanding before she agreed. Anyone might have. The thing being asked of her was enormous and frightening and far beyond anything she could see the end of. But she did none of that. Instead, she gave one of the most beautiful answers a human being has ever given to God. 5 simple, trusting words that let go of everything and handed it all over and rested. She said, "Behold the handmaid of the Lord, be it unto me according to thy word." In other words, here I am yours. Let it be as you have said. I do not understand it, but I trust you. I cannot see the end of it, but I give myself to it. Not my will, but yours. Be it unto me. Hear her gentle surrender now. And Mary said, "Behold the handmaid of the Lord, be it unto me according to thy word." And the angel departed from her. Be it unto me according to thy word. There is a deep and beautiful peace in those 5 words. The peace that comes not from getting our own way, and not from understanding everything first, but from letting go, from handing it over, from saying gently to the one who is wiser than we are, "Not my will, but thine. Let it be as you have said." You might say those same words now, quietly, over your own uncertain thing. "Be it unto me according to thy word, thy will, not mine." And feel how much lighter you are the moment you let go. Rest in that letting go now and be at peace. And then, the account tells us, so simply, the angel departed from her. The light faded. The room was ordinary again. The extraordinary visit was over, and Mary was left alone, in the quiet lamplight, exactly where she had been an hour before, in the same small room, in the same small village. And yet everything was different now. She had said yes, she had given herself over, and in that surrender, she had found a peace that would carry her through everything that was coming. Notice, gently, that her surrender did not remove the unknown. When the angel left, she still could not see how it would all unfold. She still had every reason her fear had given her. Nothing about her circumstances had changed, and yet everything had changed inside her because she had let go. The peace of surrender is not the peace of having all the answers. It is the deeper peace of trusting the one who does and resting in his hands, even with the questions still there. That is the peace being offered to you tonight. Not a peace that waits for all your questions to be answered, not a peace that needs the unknown to become known first, but the deeper peace of letting go, of handing it over, of saying, "Be it unto me," and then resting, in the quiet, held by hands far wiser than your own. Let go tonight, the way Mary let go, and find that same peace waiting on the other side of the surrender. The words Mary spoke that night are, at their heart, the same words her Son would one day teach the whole world to pray. "Thy will be done." It is the prayer of deepest trust, the prayer that lets go, the prayer that says, "I would rather have your will, which I cannot see, than my own will, which I can. For your will is always wiser and always kinder than mine." Hear the gentle prayer now, and let it become your own tonight. "After this manner therefore pray ye, Our Father which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done in earth as it is in heaven. Teach me to do thy will, for thou art my God. Thy Spirit is good. Lead me into the land of uprightness. I delight to do thy will, O my God. Yea, thy law is within my heart. Thy will be done." There is such rest in those three words, for they mean you no longer have to force your own will to happen or worry whether you can. You may simply hand the whole thing over to a will wiser than your own, and trust it, and rest. Pray it now, gently, over your uncertain thing. "Thy will be done, not mine with all its worry, thine with all its wisdom," and rest in the handing over, and sleep. Years later, in another garden, on another hard night, the son Mary was about to carry would kneel and pray the very same surrender his mother prayed tonight. Facing something far harder than he wished to face, he would say, "Not my will, but thine, be done." The surrender Mary spoke in the light, he would speak in the dark, and both would find, in the letting go, a peace that carried them through. Hear his echo of her prayer now, saying, "Father, if thou be willing, remove this cup from me. Nevertheless, not my will, but thine, be done." Not my will, but thine, be done. It is the prayer that brings peace in every hard place, in the light and in the dark, at the beginning of the story and at its end. You do not have to want the hard thing. You may say, "Honestly, remove this cup, if it be possible." But then, gently, you lay it down into hands wiser than your own, and say, "Nevertheless, not my will, but thine." And in that laying down, the peace comes. Lay down your own will now, gently, over whatever you are carrying, and let the deeper peace come and rest. Once we have handed everything over, there is nothing left to do but be still. The striving is finished. The solving is finished. The trying to hold it all together is finished. And into that stillness comes the quiet knowing that God is God, and He is holding it now, and all is well. Hear the gentle counsel of stillness, and let your surrendered heart grow quiet. Be still, and know that I am God. I will be exalted among the heathen. I will be exalted in the earth. The Lord of hosts is with us. The God of Jacob is our refuge. My soul, wait thou only upon God, for my expectation is from Him. He only is my rock and my salvation. He is my defense. I shall not be moved. In God is my salvation and my glory. The rock of my strength and my refuge is in God. Trust in Him at all times, ye people. Pour out your heart before Him. God is a refuge for us. Be still and know that I am God. This is where surrender leads in the end, to stillness, to a heart that has stopped wrestling and simply rests, knowing that God is God and is with it and is its refuge. Be still now. Let the last of the striving fall away, and simply know, in the quiet, that He is holding everything you handed over, and holding you, and all is well. Be still, and know, and rest. And when the battle is beyond your strength, when the outcome is out of your hands, there is an old and gentle word for exactly that moment. Hold your peace, be still, let the Lord fight for you. You do not have to win it tonight. You have only to be still, and let Him work while you rest. Hear it now. The Lord shall fight for you, and ye shall hold your peace. The Lord shall fight for you, and ye shall hold your peace. There are battles that are not yours to fight tonight, struggles you cannot win by staying awake, or worrying, or trying harder. For those, the word is simply this: hold your peace, be still, let Him fight for you, while you rest. You have surrendered it now, it is His. So hold your peace, and let Him work through the night, and sleep. Behold the handmaid of the Lord. That was how Mary began her surrender, not with fear in the end, but with a quiet, trusting posture, the posture of a servant who watches her master's hand, ready and willing, waiting to see what is wanted, content to be led. There is deep rest in that posture, the rest of no longer having to be in charge, the rest of simply looking to a hand wiser than your own, and waiting and trusting. Hear the old psalm of that trusting posture now. Unto Thee lift I up mine eyes, O Thou that dwellest in the heavens. Behold, as the eyes of servants look unto the hand of their masters, and as the eyes of a maiden unto the hand of her mistress, so our eyes wait upon the Lord our God, until that He have mercy upon us. As the eyes of a maiden unto the hand of her mistress, so our eyes wait upon the Lord. This was Mary's very posture that night, watching the hand of God, ready and willing, content to be led. You may rest in that same posture tonight. You do not have to direct everything. You do not have to hold the reins. You may simply lift your eyes and watch the gentle hand of the one who leads you, and wait and trust. Lift up your eyes now and let go of the reins, and rest in being led. When we have handed everything over, there is one gentle thing left for the heart to do: to keep its eyes on the one who holds it, not on the problem, not on the unknown, not on the tangled how, but simply, steadily, on the Lord, who will not fail. Hear the psalms of the eyes that stay on God, and let your own gaze settle there now. Mine eyes are ever toward the Lord, for He shall pluck my feet out of the net. But mine eyes are unto Thee, O God the Lord. In Thee is my trust. Leave not my soul destitute. Mine eyes are ever toward the Lord. Where the eyes rest, the heart rests too. So let your eyes and your heart rest on him tonight, and not on the uncertain thing. He will pluck your feet out of every net. He will not leave your soul destitute. You have only to keep looking gently toward him and trusting and letting him do the rest. Rest your gaze on him now and let everything else grow soft and distant and sleep. When Mary said her yes, she was, in a sense, casting a very great burden off her own small shoulders and onto the shoulders of God. She was saying, I cannot carry this, but you can, so here, I give it to you. And that is exactly what the scriptures invite every one of us to do, with every burden. Not to carry it alone through the night, but to cast it, to hand it over, to the one strong enough to bear it. Hear the gentle invitation now. Cast thy burden upon the Lord, and he shall sustain thee. He shall never suffer the righteous to be moved. Casting all your care upon him, for he careth for you. Cast thy burden upon the Lord, and he shall sustain thee. Whatever weight you carried into this night, you were never meant to hold it alone. Cast it now, gently, up onto shoulders far stronger than yours. Set it down, and feel how much lighter you are without it. He will sustain you, he will carry it, and you through the night. Rest now, unburdened, and let him bear the weight while you sleep. And when the burden is cast, the anxious thoughts that circled it grow quiet too. For there is a promise that when we commit our works and our ways and our whole uncertain future to the Lord, our very thoughts are settled and established and made calm. The surrendered heart is a quiet heart. Hear the gentle promises now. Commit thy works unto the Lord, and thy thoughts shall be established. Commit thy way unto the Lord. Trust also in him, and he shall bring it to pass. Rest in the Lord, and wait patiently for him. Commit thy works unto the Lord, and thy thoughts shall be established. When you hand the whole thing over, your racing thoughts finally have somewhere to rest. They no longer have to solve it, or hold it, or turn it over in the dark. It is committed now. It is his. And so your thoughts can grow still and settled and quiet. Commit your way to him now, gently, and feel your thoughts grow calm, and rest in the Lord, and wait patiently, and sleep. There is a gentle prayer that gathers up the whole of surrender into a single sentence. Into thine hand I commit my spirit. It is the prayer of the soul that hands itself over, completely, into faithful keeping for the night. Mary's whole life, from that moment on, was committed into those hands, and you may commit your own life and your own night into the very same hands now. Hear the gentle words. Into thine hand I commit my spirit. Thou hast redeemed me, O Lord God of truth, but I trusted in thee, O Lord. I said, Thou art my God. My times are in thy hand. My times are in thy hand. All your times, tonight, are in his hand, the uncertain times and the settled ones, the waiting and the resting, this night and every unknown day that follows it, all of it, held in a faithful, gentle hand that will not let you go. So you may commit your spirit into that hand now, the way Mary committed hers, and let go of holding your own times, and rest, knowing they are kept. And when the soul has handed everything over, there is a gentle voice that calls it home, at last, to rest. Return unto thy rest, it says. You have carried enough. You have wondered enough. You have handed it all over now. So come home to rest, because the Lord has dealt bountifully with you. Hear the gentle call now, and answer it. Return unto thy rest, O my soul, for the Lord hath dealt bountifully with thee. For thou hast delivered my soul from death, mine eyes from tears, and my feet from falling. I will walk before the Lord in the land of the living. Return unto thy rest, O my soul. Wherever your heart has wandered tonight, however far, Hear the gentle call to come home again to rest. You have surrendered it all now. There is nothing left to carry, nothing left to solve. So return gently unto your rest. You have been dealt with bountifully. Your feet are held from falling. Come home to rest now and sleep. When Mary handed herself over that night, she was not left to walk the uncertain road on her own. A hand took hold of hers, the very hand of God, holding her right hand, steadying her, saying, "Fear not, I will help thee." And that same hand takes hold of every surrendered heart. You do not walk the road alone. Your hand is held. Hear the gentle promise now. For I, the Lord thy God, will hold thy right hand, saying unto thee, Fear not, I will help thee. I, the Lord thy God, will hold thy right hand. Imagine it gently as you lie in the dark, your hand held, not gripped, not pulled, but held, warmly and firmly, the way you would hold the hand of a child you are leading through a dark place. You are not walking your uncertain road alone. Your hand is held, every step, by the one who says, "Fear not, I will help you." Rest in that held hand now, and be at peace, and hear the gentle psalm of the heart that has been held through everything, and knows it, and rests in it. The heart that says, "Even when my own strength fails, God is the strength of my heart, and my portion forever." This was Mary's quiet confidence, and it may be yours tonight. Nevertheless, I am continually with thee. Thou hast holden me by my right hand. Thou shalt guide me with thy counsel, and afterward receive me to glory. Whom have I in heaven but thee? And there is none upon earth that I desire beside thee. My flesh and my heart faileth, but God is the strength of my heart, and my portion forever. Thou hast holden me by my right hand, even now, even in the dark, even in the uncertain thing, you are held by the hand. You are continually with him, and he with you, and he will guide you with his counsel all the way, and hold you all the way, and receive you, at the last, into glory. When your own strength fails, he is the strength of your heart. Rest on that strength now, held by that hand, and sleep. Breathe in slowly, and let it go, and rest softly, until our story gently continues. When a heart has truly surrendered, something settles in it. It is no longer tossed about by every fear, or every uncertain report, or every dark imagining of what might come. It grows steady, fixed. Its trust is set on God, and so it can rest, even before the outcome is known. This was Mary's settled heart after her yes, and it can be yours tonight. Hear the old song of the heart that is fixed. He shall not be afraid of evil tidings. His heart is fixed, trusting in the Lord. Blessed is the man whose strength is in thee, in whose heart are the ways of them. For the Lord God is a sun and shield. The Lord will give grace and glory. No good thing will he withhold from them that walk uprightly. O Lord of hosts, blessed is the man that trusteth in thee. His heart is fixed, trusting in the Lord. Let your own heart be fixed that way now, not tossed by the what-ifs, not shaken by the unknown, but settled, steady, resting its whole weight on the one who holds it. No good thing will he withhold from you, so you may let the fear of evil tidings go tonight, and let your heart grow fixed and calm and steady, trusting in the Lord and rest. And there is a beautiful picture of the surrendered, trusting heart. It is like a tree planted by a river, whose roots reach down into the water, and which therefore does not fear the heat or the dry season, but stays green and calm and fruitful, whatever the weather. When our trust is rooted in God, we are held like that, through every uncertain season. Hear it now, and let yourself be rooted and calm. Blessed is the man that trusteth in the Lord. and whose hope the Lord is. For he shall be as a tree planted by the waters, and that spreadeth out her roots by the river, and shall not see when heat cometh, but her leaf shall be green, and shall not be careful in the year of drought, neither shall cease from yielding fruit, as a tree planted by the waters. When your hope is in the Lord, you are rooted deep beside a river that never runs dry. Whatever dry or uncertain season comes, your roots reach down to water that is always there, and your leaf stays green, and you are kept and calm and held. Let yourself be that deeply rooted tonight, planted by the water, unshaken, at peace. Breathe in slowly and let it go, and rest softly until our story gently continues. And here is the gentlest invitation of all, spoken by the very child Mary had just agreed to carry. Come unto me, all ye that labor and are heavy laden, and I will give you rest. It is the promise at the center of the whole surrendered life, that when we stop striving and come and hand it all over, we are given, in return, a deep rest for the soul. Hear it now, and let it draw you in. Come unto me, all ye that labor and are heavy laden, and I will give you rest. Take my yoke upon you, and learn of me, for I am meek and lowly in heart, and ye shall find rest unto your souls. For my yoke is easy, and my burden is light. Thou wilt keep him in perfect peace, whose mind is stayed on thee, because he trusteth in thee. Thou wilt keep him in perfect peace, whose mind is stayed on thee. This is the peace Mary found in her surrender, not the peace of understanding, but the perfect peace of a heart stayed on God and trusting. Let your own mind be stayed on him now, not on the uncertain thing, on him, and let the perfect peace he promises settle over you, deep and complete, and carry you the rest of the way into sleep. And so the fourth part of our story draws gently to its close. The angel is gone, the light has faded, the little room is ordinary again. But Mary is not the same. She has said her yes. She has handed herself over. And in that surrender, she has found the peace that will carry her through everything that is coming, the peace that comes not from having the answers, but from trusting the one who does. Soon, in the quiet joy that follows, her surrendered heart will overflow into one of the most beautiful songs ever sung. But that is for the next part of our story, and there is no hurry tonight. For now, simply rest where Mary rests, her whole uncertain future handed over, her heart at peace, held in faithful hands. And you may rest there too. Whatever you have been holding too tightly, you may set it down now, the way Mary set down her whole life. Be it unto me according to thy word, not my will but thine, and feel how the peace comes, gently, the moment you let go. With God, nothing shall be impossible. Breathe in slowly, and let it go, and rest softly until our story gently continues. When the angel had gone, and Mary had said her yes, she did not stay alone with the wonder of it for long. She remembered the gentle sign the angel had given her, her cousin Elizabeth, carrying her own impossible child. And so Mary arose and made the long journey up into the hill country, to the one person in all the world who might understand. She went to find her friend. There is wisdom in that, and comfort, that after the holy, overwhelming moment, Mary did not sit alone with it. She went toward someone who understood, someone who was living her own impossible thing, someone with whom she did not have to explain, or pretend, or carry it alone. And that is a gentle lesson for all of us, that we are not meant to carry the large things of life in isolation, that there is deep comfort in finding the one who understands, and simply being together in the wonder of it. So let us travel with Mary now, up the quiet road into the hills, toward the house of her cousin, toward the joy that was waiting there. Hear the beginning of it, softly. And Mary arose in those days, and went into the hill country with haste, into a city of Judah, and entered into the house of Zacharias, and saluted Elizabeth. And what happened when Mary walked through that door was pure joy. For the moment Elizabeth heard Mary's greeting, the child within her own body leaped, as if with gladness. And Elizabeth, filled with the Spirit, cried out with joy, and blessed Mary, and blessed the child she carried, and marveled that the mother of her Lord had come to her. 2 women, each carrying an impossible gift, meeting in a small house in the hills, overflowing with a joy too big to hold. And then Elizabeth spoke the words that are, in a way, the crown of Mary's whole story. "Blessed is she that believed," she said, "for there shall be a performance of those things which were told her from the Lord." In other words, blessed are you, Mary, because you trusted, because you believed the promise, even when you could not see how. And because you believed, you will see it all come to pass. Hear those gentle, blessing words now. And it came to pass that, when Elizabeth heard the salutation of Mary, the babe leaped in her womb, and Elizabeth was filled with the Holy Ghost, and she spake out with a loud voice and said, "Blessed art thou among women, and blessed is the fruit of thy womb. And whence is this to me, that the mother of my Lord should come to me? For lo, as soon as the voice of thy salutation sounded in mine ears, the babe leaped in my womb for joy. And blessed is she that believed, for there shall be a performance of those things which were told her from the Lord." Blessed is she that believed. Hold those gentle words close tonight, for they are spoken over you too, whenever you trust. There shall be a performance of those things which were told you. What God has promised, He will perform. What He has begun, He will finish. So the trust you offer Him, even in the dark, even without understanding, is never wasted. It is blessed, and it will be brought to pass in its own good time. Rest in that blessing now, and believe gently, and sleep. And then, in that little house in the hills, safe with the one who understood, Mary's heart could hold it no longer. All the wonder, all the trust, all the joy of it, welled up and overflowed into a song, one of the most beautiful songs ever sung. We call it the Magnificat, from its first word, and it is the song of a surrendered heart, spilling over into praise. Hear how it begins, gently. And Mary said, "My soul doth magnify the Lord, and my spirit hath rejoiced in God my Saviour, for He hath regarded the low estate of His handmaiden. For behold, from henceforth all generations shall call me blessed. For He that is mighty hath done to me great things, and holy is His name. He that is mighty hath done to me great things." There it is again, in Mary's own words, the promise we have carried all through this night. What seemed impossible has become great things. The fear has become joy. The unknown has become a song. This is where surrender leads, in the end. Not to loss, but to a deep and quiet gladness, and a soul that magnifies the Lord. Let a little of that gladness reach your own heart now, even as you drift, and rest in the great things He has done, and is doing, and will do. Mary's song joins a long line of grateful songs in the Scriptures, the songs of hearts too full to stay silent, the songs that say, simply, "Bless the Lord, O my soul, and forget not all His benefits." Let us rest now in a few of these gentle songs of gladness, and let them lift your own heart, softly, toward thankfulness, as you settle toward sleep. I will bless the Lord at all times. His praise shall continually be in my mouth. My soul shall make her boast in the Lord. The humble shall hear thereof, and be glad. O magnify the Lord with me, and let us exalt His name together. I sought the Lord, and He heard me, and delivered me from all my fears. Bless the Lord, O my soul, and all that is within me. Bless His holy name. Bless the Lord, O my soul, and forget not all his benefits, who forgiveth all thine iniquities, who healeth all thy diseases, who redeemeth thy life from destruction, who crowneth thee with loving kindness and tender mercies, who satisfieth thy mouth with good things, so that thy youth is renewed like the eagles. I sought the Lord, and he delivered me from all my fears. This is the quiet miracle at the heart of Mary's song, and of this whole night. The fear that began the story has become gladness by the end of it. You began this night, perhaps, carrying a fear of your own. Let it be gently delivered now, the way Mary's was, and let a soft thankfulness rise in its place, and carry you the rest of the way into rest. Bless the Lord, O my soul, and rest. There is a gentle grace in the way Mary was not left to carry her wonder alone. She was given Elizabeth, a friend, a companion, someone who understood and rejoiced with her and shared the impossible gift. And the scriptures know how good and how needful that is, that two are better than one, that we were never meant to walk the hardest and holiest roads entirely alone. Hear the gentle old wisdom now. Two are better than one, because they have a good reward for their labor. For if they fall, the one will lift up his fellow, but woe to him that is alone when he falleth, for he hath not another to help him up. A friend loveth at all times, and a brother is born for adversity. Behold, how good and how pleasant it is for brethren to dwell together in unity. Two are better than one. Whatever you are carrying tonight, remember, gently, that you were not made to carry it entirely alone. There is a place for the friend who understands, the companion who rejoices with you, the one who lifts you up when you fall. And above every earthly friend, there is the one who is always with you, who never leaves, who is a friend that loveth at all times. You are not alone in your uncertain thing. Rest tonight in that gentle company and sleep. The joy in Mary's song is the joy of a heart that has been carried from fear to gladness, from trembling to trust. And the Psalms know that joy well. They sing again and again of the God who turns our mourning into dancing, who fills our mouth with laughter, who brings us, in the end, to a joy we could not have imagined in the dark. Hear these gentle songs of joy now, and let them lift your own heart softly, even as you settle toward sleep. Thou hast turned for me my mourning into dancing. Thou hast put off my sackcloth, and girded me with gladness, to the end that my glory may sing praise to thee, and not be silent. O Lord my God, I will give thanks unto thee forever. When the Lord turned again the captivity of Zion, we were like them that dream. Then was our mouth filled with laughter, and our tongue with singing. Then said they among the heathen, The Lord hath done great things for them. The Lord hath done great things for us, whereof we are glad. The Lord hath done great things for us, whereof we are glad. There it is again, those same words from Mary's song. Great things. He does great things, so gently, so faithfully, turning mourning into dancing, filling the mouth with laughter, bringing joy on the far side of every fear. Trust that he is doing great things in your own life too, even the parts you cannot see, and let the quiet gladness of it settle over you now, and rest. And where does all this joy finally lead? To the presence of God himself, where there is fullness of joy and pleasures forevermore. That is the destination of the trusting heart, not just relief, not just the end of fear, but fullness of joy, running over, forever. Hear the gentle promise of it now, as you drift. Thou wilt shew me the path of life. In thy presence is fullness of joy. At thy right hand there are pleasures forevermore. In thy presence is fullness of joy. This is where your own uncertain road is finally leading, past all the fear, past all the waiting, into fullness of joy in his presence. So even tonight, even before you can see it, You may rest in the sure hope of that joy, and let a little of it reach back into this very night and gladden you toward sleep. Fullness of joy is coming. Rest in the hope of it now. There is a gentle strength that comes from joy itself, not a striving strength, but a restful one, the kind of strength that Mary carried through the whole uncertain year ahead, because her heart was glad in God. The scriptures say it simply, "The joy of the Lord is your strength." When the heart rejoices in Him, it is quietly made strong and steadied and able to face whatever comes. Hear the gentle words now. Neither be ye sorry, for the joy of the Lord is your strength. Rejoice in the Lord alway, and again I say, rejoice. The Lord is my strength and my shield. My heart trusted in Him, and I am helped. Therefore my heart greatly rejoiceth, and with my song will I praise Him. The joy of the Lord is your strength. You do not have to summon strength for the uncertain days ahead by gritting your teeth, or bracing yourself, or trying harder. There is a gentler strength, and it comes from joy, from a heart glad in God, trusting in Him, and helped by Him. So let a quiet gladness be your strength tonight. Rest in it and be strengthened softly as you sleep. Mary's song widens now from her own small story out to the whole great story of God's mercy. She sings of a mercy that reaches from generation to generation, resting on all who fear Him, a mercy older than her people, older than the stars. And she sings of the gentle way God works, lifting up the lowly, filling the hungry with good things, remembering the small and the humble, and doing great things for them. Hear the song continue now. And His mercy is on them that fear Him from generation to generation. He hath showed strength with His arm. He hath scattered the proud in the imagination of their hearts. He hath put down the mighty from their seats, and exalted them of low degree. He hath filled the hungry with good things, and the rich He hath sent empty away. He hath exalted them of low degree. He hath filled the hungry with good things. This is the gentle way of God, that Mary saw so clearly. He comes near to the lowly, and the humble, and the hungry, and the small, to ordinary people, in ordinary places, who feel they are not much, to hearts like hers, to hearts like yours perhaps tonight. However low, or empty, or overlooked you may feel, you are exactly the kind of heart His mercy loves to fill. Rest tonight in that mercy, which reaches from generation to generation, and rests gently on you. And Mary's song comes to rest, at the last, on the faithfulness of God to His promises, that He has helped His people in remembrance of His mercy, exactly as He promised long ago, to Abraham and to all his children forever. God keeps His word. Across all the generations, across all the years, He remembers, and He keeps, and He does what He has said. Hear the gentle ending of her song now. He hath holpen His servant Israel in remembrance of His mercy, as He spake to our fathers, to Abraham, and to his seed forever. And Mary abode with her about 3 months, and returned to her own house. In remembrance of His mercy, God does not forget. He does not forget His promises, and He does not forget His people, and He does not forget you. Whatever you have entrusted to Him, He remembers. Whatever He has promised, He will perform, in remembrance of His mercy. So you may rest tonight in a God who remembers, and who keeps His word across all the years. He has not forgotten you. He never will. Rest in His faithful remembering, and sleep. There is a gentle goodness in thankfulness itself, a quiet medicine for the heart, to show forth His loving kindness in the morning, and His faithfulness in the night, to let the heart, even a tired heart, turn softly toward gratitude before it sleeps. Mary's song was such a turning. and you may make a small turning of your own tonight toward the good things and the faithful care that have held you all this day. Hear the gentle song of thanks. It is a good thing to give thanks unto the Lord, and to sing praises unto thy name, O Most High, to shew forth thy loving kindness in the morning, and thy faithfulness every night. For thou, Lord, hast made me glad through thy work. I will triumph in the works of thy hands. Praise ye the Lord, for it is good to sing praises unto our God, for it is pleasant, and praise is comely. He healeth the broken in heart, and bindeth up their wounds. Thy faithfulness every night, every single night, his faithfulness is there, quiet and sure, holding the sleeping world, and holding you. So before you drift, let your heart make one small, grateful turning, and give thanks for the faithfulness that has carried you through this day, and will carry you through this night. It is a good thing to give thanks. Let thankfulness be the last soft thought of your day, and rest in his faithfulness, and sleep. And here is one of the most tender promises for a night like this one, that God gives songs in the night, that even in the dark, even in the quiet hours, he places a gentle song in the heart, a melody of his loving kindness, to keep us company, and comfort us, and carry us toward rest. Mary had such a song that night, and there is one for you too in the dark. Hear the gentle old words now. Where is God my Maker, who giveth songs in the night? Yet the Lord will command his loving kindness in the daytime, and in the night his song shall be with me, and my prayer unto the God of my life. I call to remembrance my song in the night. I commune with mine own heart, and my spirit made diligent search. In the night his song shall be with me. As you lie in the dark tonight, you are not without a song. His loving kindness is with you, quiet as a lullaby, gentle as a melody hummed over a sleeping child. Let that song be with you now, in the night, soft and wordless, carrying you down into rest. He gives songs in the night. Let his song settle over you, and quiet you, and sing you gently to sleep. Breathe in slowly, and let it go, and rest softly until our story comes to its close. Mary's joy that day was only the beginning of a joy that has no end. For the scriptures promise a day when all the ransomed of the Lord will return with singing, and everlasting joy will crown their heads, and sorrow and sighing will simply flee away, gone like shadows before the rising sun. That is where every trusting heart is finally going. Hear the great promise now, and let it fill you with quiet hope as you drift. And the ransomed of the Lord shall return, and come to Zion with songs and everlasting joy upon their heads. They shall obtain joy and gladness, and sorrow and sighing shall flee away. Therefore the redeemed of the Lord shall return, and come with singing unto Zion, and everlasting joy shall be upon their head. They shall obtain gladness and joy, and sorrow and mourning shall flee away. Sorrow and sighing shall flee away. Whatever sorrow, whatever sighing, whatever fear you carried into this night, hear the promise that it will not last forever. One day, it will simply flee away, and everlasting joy will take its place, and crown you, and never leave. Hold that promise close tonight. Your fear is not forever. Your joy is coming, and it is everlasting. Rest in the sure hope of it, and sleep. This is the day which the Lord hath made. We will rejoice and be glad in it. This is the day which the Lord hath made. Even this quiet night is a day he has made, and holds, and fills with his faithful care. And the morning that comes will be his too, and every day after it, all the way to the day of everlasting joy. So you may rest tonight in gladness, trusting the one who makes the days, and holds them, and holds you. Breathe in slowly, and let it go, and rest softly, until our story comes gently to its close. And there is one last gentle song of joy for the night. The song of a heart so satisfied in God's love that it rejoices even upon its bed, even in the quiet night watches, resting in the shadow of his wings, upheld by his right hand. Let it be your own song now, as you drift toward sleep. Hear it, softly. Because thy loving kindness is better than life, my lips shall praise thee. Thus will I bless thee while I live. I will lift up my hands in thy name. My soul shall be satisfied, as with marrow and fatness, and my mouth shall praise thee with joyful lips, when I remember thee upon my bed, and meditate on thee in the night watches. Because thou hast been my help, therefore in the shadow of thy wings will I rejoice. My soul followeth hard after thee, thy right hand upholdeth me. When I remember thee upon my bed, this is the gentlest joy of all, the quiet gladness of remembering God as you lie in the dark, resting in the shadow of his wings, upheld by his right hand. Let that be your last soft thought tonight, a heart quietly glad, satisfied in his love, rejoicing under his wings. His right hand upholds you. Rest in it and rejoice, gently, and sleep. Breathe in slowly, and let it go, and rest, softly, until our story comes to its close. Mary's song of joy joins all the great songs of thanksgiving in the scriptures. The songs that simply say, over and over, "The Lord is good, and his mercy is everlasting, and it is a good and gentle thing to give him thanks." Let us rest in a few of them now, as our part draws toward its close, and let them carry your own heart, softly, into grateful rest. Make a joyful noise unto the Lord, all ye lands. Serve the Lord with gladness. Come before his presence with singing. Know ye that the Lord he is God. It is he that hath made us, and not we ourselves. We are his people, and the sheep of his pasture. Enter into his gates with thanksgiving, and into his courts with praise. Be thankful unto him, and bless his name. For the Lord is good, his mercy is everlasting, and his truth endureth to all generations. I will extol thee, my God, O King, and I will bless thy name for ever and ever. Every day will I bless thee, and I will praise thy name for ever and ever. Great is the Lord, and greatly to be praised, and his greatness is unsearchable. The Lord is gracious and full of compassion, slow to anger, and of great mercy. The Lord is good to all, and his tender mercies are over all his works. For the Lord is good, his mercy is everlasting. Hold that simple, steady truth as you rest tonight. The Lord is good, his mercy never ends. His truth holds through all the generations. Whatever else changes, these do not. Rest on them now, the sheep of his pasture, safely folded for the night, and let a quiet thankfulness settle over you, and sleep. And so the fifth part of our story draws gently to its close. Mary has found her friend and been blessed, and her surrendered heart has overflowed into one of the most beautiful songs ever sung. The fear that began her story has become joy. The trembling has become trust. The unknown has become a song of praise. And she abode with Elizabeth 3 quiet months, 2 women holding their impossible gifts together, in gladness, before Mary returned home. This is where every trusting heart is heading, in the end. Not to loss, but to joy. Not to fear, but to a song. He that is mighty hath done to me great things, Mary sang, and he is doing great things in your life too, even the parts you cannot yet see. With God, nothing shall be impossible. What began in fear will end, one day, in a joy you cannot yet imagine, so rest tonight in the sure hope of that joy. Whatever you carried into this night, let it soften, now, toward gladness, and trust that great things are being done, gently, in the dark, while you sleep. Breathe in slowly, and let it go. and rest softly until our story gently comes at last to its quiet and peaceful end. And so, after 3 quiet months with Elizabeth, Mary returned home to the same small house in the same small village where our story began, to the well and the lanes and the ordinary days. From the outside, nothing had changed. She was the same young girl in the same quiet place, but inside, everything was different now, for she carried a promise, and she carried a peace. The fear that had trembled at the beginning had become a deep and settled trust. She still could not see the whole road ahead. There was so much still to come that she could not have imagined, some of it wonderful, some of it very hard, but she no longer needed to see it all. She had learned the secret that carries a heart through any unknown. Not to see the road, but to trust the one who does. Not to have the answers, but to rest in the one who holds them. She had said her yes, and the peace of that yes would carry her, quietly, through everything. That is the gift this old story leaves in our hands tonight, that you do not have to see your whole road either. You do not have to solve the uncertain thing before you sleep. You have only to do what Mary did, to trust, to let go, to say, gently, over your own unknown, "Be it unto me according to thy word," and then to rest, held by hands far wiser than your own, while the promise, unseen, quietly unfolds. And blessed is she that believed, for there shall be a performance of those things which were told her from the Lord. For with God nothing shall be impossible. Blessed is she that believed, and blessed are you too, whenever you trust, even in the dark, even without understanding. For with God nothing shall be impossible. Let those 2 gentle promises be the ground you rest on tonight. What God has spoken, He will perform, and nothing you are facing is impossible for Him. Rest in that now, completely, and let every uncertain thing grow soft and distant, and sleep. Let us gather up the whole of our journey now, gently, and hold it one last time, the way Mary held everything in her heart. We began on an ordinary evening, in an ordinary room, with a young girl and an unknown future, and a quiet fear of what was coming. Then a light filled the room, and heaven spoke the words that answer every fear. "Fear not, you are favored, the Lord is with you." And the fear began, gently, to quiet. Then came the impossible word and the honest question, "How shall this be?" And the gentle answer that turned her eyes from the how to the who. The power of the highest would overshadow her. She did not need to understand. She needed only to trust. And then the beautiful surrender. "Be it unto me, according to thy word," the letting go, the handing over, and the deep peace that came the moment she stopped holding it herself and let it be held for her. And finally, the joy, the song. "My soul doth magnify the Lord," the fear become gladness, the trembling become trust, the unknown become a song of praise. That is the whole shape of the journey, from fear to peace to joy. And it is the journey your own heart is on too, even tonight, even in whatever you carry. Rest in the whole gentle shape of it now, and trust where it is leading. And now, as our story comes to its rest, let the gentlest sleeping psalms of all be spoken softly over you, the psalms for the very moment of lying down and letting go and sleeping in safety. Mary would have prayed these very words on the night everything changed, and on every quiet night after. Let them be your own prayer now as you drift. "I will both lay me down in peace and sleep, for thou, Lord, only makest me dwell in safety. I laid me down and slept, I awaked, for the Lord sustained me. I will both lay me down in peace and sleep. There is nothing left to do tonight but this, to lay yourself down in peace and sleep, because He keeps you safe. He is holding your uncertain thing. He is keeping watch over your rest. You are safe, this very moment, in His keeping. So lay yourself down now, fully, in peace, and let sleep come, and trust that you will awake, sustained, in the morning. There is a gentle promise for the heart that has worried too long and lain awake too many nights, turning the uncertain thing over in the dark. It says, simply, that we do not have to earn our rest by anxious striving, that sleep is a gift given freely to those He loves. He giveth His beloved sleep. Hear it now, and let yourself receive it. It is vain for you to rise up early, to sit up late, to eat the bread of sorrows, for so He giveth His beloved sleep. When thou liest down, thou shalt not be afraid. Yea, thou shalt lie down, and thy sleep shall be sweet. He giveth His beloved sleep. You do not have to lie awake, tonight, guarding the uncertain thing, or solving it, or carrying it in the dark. Sleep is a gift, and it is being given to you now, freely, because you are loved. So stop the striving, stop the turning over, and simply receive the gift. When you lie down, you shall not be afraid. Your sleep shall be sweet. Receive it now, gently, and sleep. As you settle now toward the deepest rest, hear the promise of the One who keeps you, not just for tonight, but for all your going out and your coming in, from this time forth and forever. The same One who kept Mary through her long and wonderful year keeps you just as faithfully through this night and through every uncertain day that is coming. Hear the gentle promise now. The Lord shall preserve thee from all evil. He shall preserve thy soul. The Lord shall preserve thy going out and thy coming in from this time forth, and even forevermore. Fear thou not, for I am with thee. Be not dismayed, for I am thy God. I will strengthen thee, yea, I will help thee, yea, I will uphold thee with the right hand of my righteousness. He shall preserve thy going out and thy coming in. Every coming and going of your life, tonight and always, is watched over, and kept, and preserved. You are upheld by a strong right hand that will not let you fall, so you may lay down every last fear now, and rest, knowing you are kept from this time forth, and even forevermore. Rest in being preserved, and sleep, and return, one last time, to the place of shelter, the secret place of the Most High, where the trusting heart abides in safety, covered, hidden, and warm. Come in under those wings now, the way a small bird comes home at dusk, and rest there, sheltered, through the whole of the night. He that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. I will say of the Lord, He is my refuge and my fortress, my God, in Him will I trust. He shall cover thee with His feathers, and under His wings shalt thou trust. His truth shall be thy shield and buckler. He shall cover thee with His feathers, and under His wings shalt thou trust. Nestle in now, warm and hidden and safe, beneath the wings that shelter you. Whatever waits out there in the unknown, it cannot reach you here, in the secret place, under the shadow of the Almighty. Rest here now, sheltered and still, and let the whole world grow quiet and far away, and sleep. And one last time, rest in the psalm the trusting heart returns to, above all others. The psalm of the shepherd who leads us and restores us and walks with us through every valley and brings us home, at last, to dwell in His house forever. Let it lead you, gently, the rest of the way into sleep. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He maketh me to lie down in green pastures. He leadeth me beside the still waters. He restoreth my soul. He leadeth me in the paths of righteousness for His name's sake. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for thou art with me. Thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me. Thou preparest a table before me in the presence of mine enemies. Thou anointest my head with oil, my cup runneth over. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever. He maketh me to lie down in green pastures. You do not have to find the way tonight. You are led. The shepherd who knows every turn of the road ahead is leading you, gently, to still water and green rest. Goodness and mercy are following you all the days of your life. So lie down now in the green pastures and let yourself be led softly into sleep. And hear the gentle words of a heart so settled in God that its very body rests, not in fear, but in hope. Even in the resting, even in the dark, there is hope. Let it be your own rest now, a rest full of quiet hope as you drift. I have set the Lord always before me, because he is at my right hand, I shall not be moved. Therefore my heart is glad, and my glory rejoiceth. My flesh also shall rest in hope. Thou wilt shew me the path of life. In thy presence is fullness of joy. At thy right hand there are pleasures for evermore. My flesh also shall rest in hope. Let your whole body rest that way now, not in dread, not in worry, in hope. The quiet, settled hope of a heart that has set the Lord before it and cannot be shaken. Your path of life is being shown to you. Fullness of joy is ahead. Rest in hope now, gladly, and sleep. As you sink now toward the deepest rest, remember the arms that hold you. Underneath everything, underneath the whole weight of your uncertain future, are the everlasting arms, always there, always underneath, ready to catch and to hold whatever you cannot hold yourself. Hear it one last time and let yourself be held. The eternal God is thy refuge, and underneath are the everlasting arms, casting all your care upon him, for he careth for you. Underneath are the everlasting arms. You may stop holding it all now. You may let go and lean back and rest your whole weight on arms that never tire and never fail. Cast every last care upon him now, for he cares for you, and rest, held in the everlasting arms, all through the night. And hear, one last time, the gentlest invitation of all, spoken by the very child Mary carried. Come unto me, all ye that labor and are heavy laden, and I will give you rest. It is the promise at the center of everything, that when we come and hand it all over, we are given a deep rest for the soul. Come now and receive it. Come unto me, all ye that labor and are heavy laden, and I will give you rest. Take my yoke upon you and learn of me, for I am meek and lowly in heart, and ye shall find rest unto your souls. For my yoke is easy, and my burden is light, and ye shall find rest unto your souls. Not just rest for the body, but rest for the soul, the deep rest you have most longed for. It is here, tonight, offered freely. You have only to come and receive it. So come now, weary and heavy laden as you are, and lay it all down, and find rest unto your soul, and sleep. And here is the deepest comfort of all, to rest your whole heart on as you drift, that nothing, nothing at all, can ever separate you from the love that holds you. Not the unknown, not the uncertain thing, not the darkest night, nor the hardest day, not anything in all creation. The love that held Mary holds you, and it will never let you go. Hear the great promise now. For I am persuaded that neither death, nor life, nor angels, nor principalities, nor powers, nor things present, nor things to come, nor height, nor depth, nor any other creature shall be able to separate us from the love of God, which is in Christ Jesus our Lord. For he hath said, I will never leave thee, nor forsake thee. Nothing shall be able to separate us from the love of God, not one thing in all of creation, not the things present, nor the things to come, nor any uncertain thing you cannot yet see. You are held by an unbreakable love that will never leave you and never forsake you, all through this night and every night and beyond. Rest in that love now, completely, and let it hold you and sleep. And when everything else seems uncertain, when so much could still change, there is one thing that never changes and never departs: His kindness, His steady, faithful, loving kindness, that outlasts the very mountains and stays when everything else moves. Hear this last steadying promise now. For the mountains shall depart, and the hills be removed, but my kindness shall not depart from thee, neither shall the covenant of my peace be removed, saith the Lord, that hath mercy on thee. My kindness shall not depart from thee. However much may feel uncertain tonight, His kindness toward you is not one of the uncertain things. It is the one sure thing, steadier than the mountains, that will never move and never leave. Rest on that unmoving kindness now, and on the covenant of His peace, which shall not be removed, and sleep, safe and sure. And so we come to rest, at the last, in the peace that has been the whole gift of this night. Not the peace of having every answer, but the deeper peace of a heart stayed on God and trusting, the perfect peace that kept Mary through everything and keeps every heart that leans on Him. Hear the gentle promise of it one final time, and let it settle over you completely. Thou wilt keep him in perfect peace, whose mind is stayed on thee, because he trusteth in thee. Be careful for nothing, but in everything by prayer and supplication, with thanksgiving, let your requests be made known unto God, and the peace of God, which passeth all understanding, shall keep your hearts and minds through Christ Jesus. Thou wilt keep him in perfect peace, whose mind is stayed on thee. Let your mind be stayed on Him now, gently, not on the uncertain thing, on Him, and let the perfect peace He promises settle over you, deep and complete, guarding your heart and mind through the night. You do not have to understand it, you have only to receive it. Let the peace of God keep you now, and sleep. Peace I leave with you, my peace I give unto you. Not as the world giveth, give I unto you. Let not your heart be troubled, neither let it be afraid. Let not your heart be troubled, neither let it be afraid. Whatever troubled your heart when you lay down tonight, hear these gentle words over it now, one last time. Peace, my peace. A deep and settled peace the world cannot give and cannot take away. Let it come down over your heart now and untrouble it, and take away its fear, and carry you the rest of the way, gently, into sleep. And as you rest now on the edge of sleep, hold one last gentle promise about the morning that is coming, that however this night has felt, a fresh mercy is already on its way to meet you when you wake. His compassions do not fail. They are new every single morning. You do not have to carry today's worries into tomorrow. Tomorrow will bring its own new mercy, exactly enough. Hear it now. It is of the Lord's mercies that we are not consumed, because His compassions fail not. They are new every morning. Great is thy faithfulness. For His anger endureth but a moment. In His favor is life. Weeping may endure for a night, but joy cometh in the morning. They are new every morning, so you may let this whole day go completely now, and rest, and trust that a fresh mercy is already waiting to meet you at first light. Whatever you could not solve tonight, a new morning of grace is coming for it. Weeping may endure for a night, but joy cometh in the morning. Rest in that promise now, and let the night be only a night, and sleep. And in the morning, gently, you will hear His loving kindness again, and be shown the next small step of the way. For the whole of this journey, from fear to peace, has been in the end a discovery of one simple thing, that He is good. Taste it and see it and rest in it now. He is good, and those who trust Him are blessed and kept and led safely home. Hear these last gentle words. Cause me to hear Thy loving kindness in the morning, for in Thee do I trust. Cause me to know the way wherein I should walk, for I lift up my soul unto Thee. O taste and see that the Lord is good. Blessed is the man that trusteth in Him. O taste and see that the Lord is good. This is where the whole journey leads, in the end, to the simple, restful discovery that He is good and can be trusted with your fear, with your future, with your whole uncertain life. Lift up your soul to Him one last time now, and rest in His goodness, and trust Him with the morning, and sleep. And so our story is finished. It began in fear, on an ordinary evening, in a small and quiet room, and it has ended, as every trusting story does, in peace. The light has faded from the little room, the village sleeps, and Mary rests, her fear long since become trust, her whole uncertain future handed over into faithful hands. And there is nothing, and you do not have to see the road, you have only to trust, and rest, and be held. Whatever you carried into this night, you may set it down now, gently, into the same faithful hands that held Mary. And say, softly, if you like, the 5 trusting words she said, "Be it unto me, according to Thy word." Only this breath now, and the soft and gentle light, and the quiet, faithful hands that hold your whole uncertain future, and the deep, sure peace of a heart that has let go and been held, settling over you now, like the first warm light of a slow and gentle dawn. And now, before you drift the rest of the way into sleep, let us pray, gently, together. You do not have to do anything, only rest, and let these quiet words be prayed over you. Father in heaven, we come to you at the end of this day, the way Mary came to you, with hearts that do not understand everything, and futures we cannot see. We bring you the uncertain things we are carrying tonight, the questions without answers, the roads without clear ends, the worries that have kept us awake, and gently, one by one, we hand them over to you now, and lay them down in your faithful hands, and we say to you, with Mary, "Be it unto us according to Thy word, not our will, but yours." We trust you, even where we cannot see. We believe you are good, even where we do not understand, and we rest in you, knowing that with you, nothing shall be impossible. Watch over the one who is listening now, quiet every fear, ease every anxious thought. Fill this heart with your perfect peace, the peace that passes all understanding, and let it keep them, body and soul, all through the night. Give your beloved sweet sleep tonight, and let them wake, gently, to your new mercies in the morning. We ask it in the name of the child Mary carried, the Prince of Peace. Amen. Whatever you have heard tonight, let it settle in you slowly. Some of it you may remember in the morning, most of it you will not, and that is all right. It was only ever meant to carry you gently down into rest, and to remind you, as you sleep, that you do not have to see the road, only to trust the one who does. If you are somehow still awake, thank you for walking this quiet road with us tonight, from fear all the way to peace. And if you drifted off long ago, somewhere in the gentle old Psalms, thank you for that too. This journey was for both kinds of traveler. We will be here again with another quiet evening, another gentle corner of the old, old story. Until then, may the peace that carried Mary from fear into joy rest over you and keep you all through the night, and may you wake gently to a morning full of new mercy. Sleep well, and thank you for being here at Lamplight Scripture.